Students.
Good morning, parents and guardians.
Thank you for joining us for the last, sadly, numeracy at home with Miss C and Mr. N.
Yeah.
You're at your dad's next week,
Yes,
so we decided, I think we'll make this the last one. So thank you to everyone that's subscribed or given us some beautiful feedback. We really appreciate it, and I hope that the activities have been worthwhile. If you're still working your way through them, then that's really pleasing to hear as well. That's great. So these can be revisited time and time again. And please pass on to friends with kids, students at home, or it doesn't have to be during homeschooling. It can just be a fun activity they can do at the weekend or something. So thank you very much to everyone. Do you want to start with a joke this morning?
Yeah, I've got a really funny one actually.
Go on then. You can
what makes an octopus laugh?
What makes an octopus laugh? Your joke.
No.
No.
Tentacles.
Tentacles.
Yeah.
Good. All right, that one.
Yeah, a little bit out of the video there.
Oh, that's all right. I'll move over. Tentacles. All right, I've got one for you. What building in New York has the most stories?
Most stories?
The most stories.
A one with 52 levels?
Well, I think that's pretty high, but I think there's a lot higher than that in New York. Nope.
No.
The State Library.
The most books.
Good?
Yes.
Awesome. All right.
We might have a lot more books than that.
Yeah. Might
We do have a lot of books. Okay. So.
All right, so we're going to do, this last session is a bit of a game, okay? And for this activity, you'll need protractor. If you haven't got a protractor, then you can do what we showed you yesterday on the computer and bring up a protractor.
The day before yesterday.
The day before yesterday, was it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yesterday we did the wall.
Oh, that's right, we did. Day before yesterday, and we don't even have a ruler, which is really bad and embarrassing to say. So we've brought up a ruler on the computer as well. Okay, you need to put in a real size ruler because it's got to be accurate measurements.
Yeah.
Now this game can be played in different ways. Okay, there's different ways you can do it. Today we're going to do a football game, so it can be soccer or football. Let's do soccer or football, as I call it, where I'm from, because we haven't got an oval field. But you could get the students to do football and do an oval field and draw up an oval field, and then do that, cut it round so it's oval. Okay, or you can do it in different ways. So you can do a netball court or a basketball court or anything like that.
Might be able to hear Mum in the background.
Yeah. Do you want to go say Mum, just if she can be a little bit quieter just while I'm doing the video? Thank you. Sorry, it's Mum's birthday today, so she's getting some family calls. But all right. So now we've got a piece of paper. We'll join two pieces of paper together to make a bigger game board. Now, as I said, if we were doing an oval, you could get the students to draw an oval. Now, the first thing we're going to do, Miss Z, we also need blue tack because that is the ball. Okay, and you need some different coloured pens or pencils, whatever you want to use. Okay, and what we're going to do first of all is Miss C, because we're doing soccer. Do you want to draw on some goalposts? So maybe here and here. But before you start, I'm going to give you some instructions. I want you to draw those goalposts approximately. When I say approximately, what does that mean?
Like as close as you can.
Good. 5 centimeters apart. So from here to here, try and get it in the middle of the thing. No, careful, middle of the page. So the goal's going to be in the middle because that's the middle of the court. So try and estimate where the middle is and then put one either side. Okay, so that's your first task to estimate. Try and find the middle. Okay, you can put it there. Okay, so there's one goal and you've estimated 5 centimeters
This is
apart.
not perfectly.
That's all right. Now the next goal needs to be down here. And can you estimate 5 centimeters apart there as well?
1,
And
3, 4, 5.
good. And then you got your 5 centimeters. Brilliant. So Miss Zee's done her goal. And now I'm going to give her some instructions. So you can play this with 2 players. Now the first instruction, I'm going to get Miss Zee. I want her to pass the ball, and I want her to pass the first one 5 centimeters. Okay, the second one, I want her to pass the ball 12 centimeters.
Okay.
The next one, I want her to pass the ball 7 centimeters. Then I want Missy to pass the ball, let's say 3 centimeters, short pass. And then we'll do one more. I want Missy to pass the ball 15 centimeters.
I don't think the board is 15.
Yep, it will be. And then I want Missy to take a shot at goal.
Go.
Now, you can either do this on your own and give the instructions to a student, or the students can take turns to follow these instructions each. So one person can give them an instruction and then they can do the movement. As I said, this can be done with other things, with netball, whatever the student's into, basketball, all those things. Now, Miss C, in soccer, football as I call it, we always start in the centre. So we've got the centre there. Now I want you to put the ball in the centre. Now, what I want you to do, let's decide whose goals, which goals which. Which way are you shooting? Do you want to shoot this way or this way? Which way do you want to shoot? That way. So Miss C is shooting this way. So this is my goal. Mr. N's goal. And this one is Miss Z's goal.
Do you want me to write it?
Yes, please, Miss Z.
This way.
All right. Now, good. All right, brilliant. So now what I want you to do, Miss Z, is from the centre.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to remember you're shooting into my goal, but you've got to do all of these movements, all of these, before you score a goal. So you've got to think about where you're going to place your ball, because your last one is 15 centimeters movement or pass before you can take a shot. So you don't want to be over, you can be over here, but you're still going to try and flick it through the goal 15 centimeters.
Yeah.
Okay, does that make sense? So you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 passes before you take a shot at goal.
Yeah, okay.
All right? Now, as the student does that, okay, so you start off. So I want you to try and estimate what 5 centimeters would be. So flick it 5. No, just be one flick. One flick. Ooh, that's a little bit too far. Let's try again. So 5 centimeters. Okay, all right. Your first one was there, so a little bit too far. Okay, so that's all right. So now this one was the 5, and we'll put a number 1 here, and this was 5 centimeters. Okay, now this is where the student could have a go, the other students. So I could do the same and have a go. So maybe I will have a go. So go back to the centre. So your next shot is from here, Miss C. Now, my first movement is going to be 5, and I'm shooting this way. So I'm just going to go, pick. All right, there's my 5 centimeters, and do it a different colour so we know whose is whose. Actually, my goal was orange, so let's use the orange pen. All right, so Mr. N, so 5 centimeters, and that's my number 1 shot. Okay, now back to you, Miss C. You're over here. Now you've got 12 centimeters, so this is a bigger one. So flick it 12 centimeters. Ooh, that's a huge one. Now, if it goes off the table, Okay, let the student just have another go. So 12 centimetres.
Yeah.
Okay, try and do one movement. That's it. Good. Nice.
It's about 12 centimeters.
All right. So Miss C's flicked it over here. So mark that one. That one is now number 2. And that is 12 centimetres. Good. All right. My go now. Where was I? I was here. And I've got to do 12 centimetres. And I'm going to go wee, all the way over here. Good.
Yeah.
So this is my number 2, and this is 12 centimetres. Now, I'm going to stop, for the sake of the video, I'm going to stop playing. I'm going to let Miss C keep going. So now, Miss C, just to speed things up, you're over here now. You've got to flick it 7. So flick 7. All right, good. So Miss C's number 3 was here. We'll write that down. Number 3, and that was 7 centimetres. Okay, now it'd be my go, but I'm not going to have a go now. Number 3 centimetres now. We'll do again. All right, good. Now it doesn't matter if they have 2 flicks if it's too short. So this is your number 4 shot. And this was how many? 3 centimetres. Okay, now I'd have my go, and then this is the 15 centimetres before you shoot a goal. Okay. Oh, that's very good. All right. So over here we got number 4.
Oh no, 5. Number 5. That's
Oh, sorry, number 5. Thank you, Miss C. Well done. Number 5, and that was 15 centimetres. Now this is where Miss Z will have a shot at goal. Oh, and you missed. Unlucky. Let's go and have another quick shot. All right.
Oh my God.
Unlucky. All right. Just one shot in the game. Now that's fine. So then I'd take my shots. Okay. If both players miss, okay, then you can mark out another course and use different colour pens, or you can
just flip it on the back.
flip it on the back and do it again. Now, what you do then with a ruler, Miss C, can you hold the camera over here, please?
Yep.
Thank you. Now this is embarrassing because we don't have our ruler. What you would do then is, where was your number 1, Miss C? Over here, wasn't it? So, what I want you to do then is from the centre line, connect all of the passes. Sorry, that's not very straight. All of the passes, you do a better job than me, guys. Number 1 to number 2. 2 is over here. Number 3 was down here. Number 3 was down here.
Yep.
And number 4 was here. Number 5 was up here. So get the student to draw them up like this.
Mr. and Mr.
Okay. All right. And then with we don't have a ruler, so we're just using a bit of wool.
Yeah.
Okay. What you can do then is get the student to measure up. Okay. So the first shot, Miss C said estimated from here to number 1, which was where's your number 1? Sorry, number 1 was there. That's number 5, isn't it? Where was your 1? I've lost your 1. Oh, here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this was your 5 centimetres. So with your wool, don't stretch it too hard, okay? Because if you stretch it, you see how much more movement you get. Just lay it on top if you haven't got a ruler, okay? Pinch it, okay? Take it over to the ruler here, Miss C, and measure it on. Now that's 18 centimetres, your first one. So you said 5 centimetres, so you actually did 18 with your first flip. Okay, so then the student can calculate what the difference is between the 5 and the 18, so how much further they went than they needed to go. Okay, and then do the next from number 1 to number 2. This was meant to be 12. So don't stretch it too hard. You guys would have a ruler. Take it on, measure it on. Okay, that's 24 centimetres. So this one we said was 18 centimetres. This was 24 centimetres. Okay, and then measure measure it all the way around with all of them. Okay, and then what you can get, calculate how far off in total, calculate the total. So add these up, work out the total of these, and then calculate the total of yours. And then work out what the difference is between the two. So you're using a bit of addition as well and subtraction. Okay, then the student can work out the angles from each of the shots. So come over here, shine it up here, Miss Zee, please. So with a protractor, okay, you can measure these angles. So there's one angle in there. Here's another angle in here. Here's another angle, Miss Zee. And your shot, actually I didn't mark on your shot, but your last shot was a bit short, and I think it went about there, so I should probably mark that on as well. Okay, and there's your last angle, so this is a bigger angle. Okay, so then, as I showed you yesterday, day before yesterday, go to your protractor. If you don't have a protractor at home, this is how you can do it. Okay, let's look at this angle. So where do we put that, Miss Zee? Along the line?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you can also get the students to estimate the size of the angle before you measure it. Okay, so this one was bang on. Can you see, Miss Zee?
Oh, yeah.
30 degrees, that one. Okay.
Bang on.
So 30 degrees. So the student can then mark on the angles. So 30 degrees.
Yes.
Okay. Now you could also get the students, when you give these instructions, you could even give them instructions on the angle that you want them to hit the ball as well. Okay. So there's lots of various alternations with this game. Okay. You can challenge the students further. Okay. You could try and give them decimal numbers. Yeah. So for example, 15.3 millimeters. That's what you want them to hit it. Bit more accuracy. The smaller students, you could work in 5 centimeters. Okay, so there's lots of variations with this game. Get the student to pick a sport that they like, and play the game like that. Now, sorry, video went a little bit long again, but that is the last game. If you do like it, and the more people that subscribe, then we might possibly carry on for another few days next week. We'll see how we go. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you all for watching.
Bye.